Sir, I want to talk to you about what you're seeing unfold in the streets of Charlotte and how you're feeling about what you're seeing.
Well, at the moment, it seems to be peaceful. Of course, the community is still upset regarding George Floyd. So we have to understand that. We have to understand that. But here's what I would love to see, which I'm going to be involved in about in 15 minutes after I finish talking to you all. When you say that you are a leader, when you look in this crowd, if we had leadership that would absolutely help this crowd understand that, yes, you can protest. Yes, you can voice your opinion. Yes, you can carry your sign. But then you have to obey the law. But then this is when we would look into this crowd to see if we see our leaders out there in the crowd trying to make sure that nothing goes wrong or can be a witness to something when it does go wrong. And that's when you have to say, where is the leadership that we're looking for?
You know, Cher, something else that I know that you've done too is to challenge people within the community to be leaders within their own community and to uplift some of the same people out of the streets of the demonstration and then take it home to affect change that's lasting in the community. I know you did that at Keith Lamont Scott. I know we saw Heal Charlotte born out of that. I know some of those conversations that took place on the ground level in these moments. How important is it for you and for the other leaders to be face to face with members of the community right now when things are so tense?
Well, that is the issue that we're dealing with. Members of the community or leadership with the community are meeting with officials with the community. And the officials are leading with people who they normally feel comfortable meeting with in places that they feel comfortable in meeting with. And those are not the people that they're needing to meet with. You need to ask some of these people tomorrow, can you come and sit down? Go to the crowd saying, can we talk with you tonight? Can you promise me, can we talk tomorrow? And that's the same thing happened with Greg Jackson and me, and then he created Heal Charlotte. But this is what we need to do. Having these meetings with each other is not going to work. Having these meetings with city officials and only city officials and members of the community who they believe that they can talk to, it is not going to work. Hate to say it, but the ministers have to come back out of the walls of the churches into the communities and have conversation with the people in the communities. The meetings that we're having now are the standard meetings of somebody's moderating the meeting, somebody's talking at the meeting, and the community never have their voice heard. And because of that, that is why they're out in the streets tonight.
I know that's a difficult thing for you to do. I know that you've also done lots of work with the Cops and Barbers program and the foundation as well, the new foundation that puts police academy cadets with barbershop students, and later they are dispatched into the community where they keep those lines of communication open between the community and the law enforcement community.
And believe it or not, that's what we need. Sean Corbett is a magnificent guy. Sean Corbett did not know me in 2014. We came together because Sean saw the same thing that we're seeing on TV now. Sean says, let's get together. Cops and Barbers lasted from 2014. On Monday, myself and Sean Corbett are traveling to Columbia, South Carolina to look at other Walmarts to open Cops and Barbers to give African-American kids and other kids at disadvantaged communities a chance to be barbers. And then we're going to Alabama, then we're going to Florida, then we're going to Georgia, because that's what we need to do. But we have to understand that the reason that we keep seeing these incidents in these streets because the community is not talking to those people now. If we ever get to talk to those people, have the conversation after tonight, after Sunday, then we will make progress. But talking to the same people, calling the same people to the same meeting is not going to work. And I can tell you, looking at that concerns me. But then my thing today was, we're talking about people going to be evicted out of their homes Monday. Luckily that they're not now, because everybody's been on the phone worrying about people being evicted. So we have to find those leaders that truly will help us lead, but we have to have conversations more than we're having now and with other people than the same people that we've been talking to and the same people that we've been asking to help us and the same people that we believe that can help the community. It is simply not working.
Yeah, I know it's a sense of frustration for you and for even the police chief and a lot of folks who are in positions of influence to really make things happen. You can't make people do something that they're not doing. They have to come and participate. I know that's an issue and a challenge for you.
And it's the challenges tonight. You know, I'm looking at this, and my staff is calling. We're all going in now. We left late last night. Some people left earlier today, but now, you know, we said now we have to go back. We have to go back now downtown, because if CMPD starts arresting people and people having a mass arrest, then that's going to be on us. Then we're going to have an influx of people coming inside the detention center, the same center that we've been trying to keep safe from COVID-19 all these months, which we have. Now we're concerned about a flux of people coming inside our detention center, and then that's a whole nother chaotic thing.
Yeah, I know that's a concern. That's a whole nother layer of this that will exist when these protests are over. Garry McFadden, the sheriff of Mecklenburg County, we thank you so much for talking to us once again on this second night of protest in Charlotte, and also for the service you do in the community. Thank you very much.
Thank you all so much.
And if you've been following us and watching us for the past hour and a half or so, maybe longer than that, I think it's been maybe 2 hours, we've been following the latest developments with protests here in uptown Charlotte. Things escalated after a day of peaceful protest in various locations: Marshall Parks, CMPD headquarters, the Transit Center, also Romare Bearden Park.